Hey runners, Coach Elizabeth here. Today we are talking about nutrition tips for runners when you have to travel to a race. I'm going to give you some of my best recommendations, hopefully encourage you to stay on that healthy eating plan while you're traveling and get to your race in top shape. So it's easy-ish to stick to a meal plan and eat all the right healthy foods when you're at home, but when you have to travel to a race, sometimes that can be a bit more challenging. This also works if you have to travel for work, so not just for races as well. I'm going to talk about my top 7 kind of tricks and recommendations to help give you some ideas so you can stay on track. Stick in all the way until the end because I'm going to give you a cool kind of hotel hack that you can use for when you're traveling. So tip number 1 is to know your destination. Scout out the hotel, check out maybe what healthy grocery stores they have around, healthy restaurants. Kind of make a plan, know what you're going to do, check out the hotel accommodations. Is there a breakfast buffet bar? Do you have like an in-suite little mini fridge, coffee maker, those kinds of things? And reach out to social media. Ask the runners that are in the town where you're going, do they have recommendations, suggestions on good food or grocery stores, things that are walkable from your hotel. Just go in knowing where you're going to be staying, have that plan, and you'll be better equipped to eat those healthy foods. So the next tip is to always plan ahead and pack and bring foods with you. Anyone that knows me can tell you I almost always have a few things on me. Avocados, nut butter, nuts or seeds, both of these. When you're going ahead, look, are you going to be traveling in the morning? So you need to bring some breakfast. I love these picky oats. It's kind of one package. All you have to do is add hot water. Has everything that you need in there. You can bring, again, your avocado, nuts and seeds. Pack and plan for the time that you're going to be gone. Kind of stash food away, maybe in your carry-on or in your pockets. You're like a little squirrel putting little nuts places. Don't be caught without some kind of food on you. Know what your favorite snacks are. Bring them along with you. All right, my next tip to remember is to stay hydrated. The traveling can be really dehydrating. You forget to drink as often as you should. Maybe you actually don't want to drink because you don't want to stop, at the gas station and use the bathroom, or you don't want to have to get up on the plane and use their small, tiny, dirty bathroom. But it's really important that you stay hydrated. So bringing some kind of hydration product with you. I always have my water bottle. If it's large like this one, don't fill it up until after you pass through the security checkpoint. But having a water bottle, hydration product so that you stay fully hydrated and arrive ready to go at your race is key. So the next 2 tips are kind of food related. It might seem obvious, but I want to cover them just in case. The first one is not skipping meals. You don't want to arrive underfueled. A lot of times you get busy in your travels or you don't bring something along with you. Don't forget to eat. The next one, keep it familiar. Don't try anything, these newer exotic foods. We have the SF Marathon coming up. We have great oysters here. If you've never tried oysters before, probably not the time the night before the race to give them a shot. Wait until after. So eating enough and sticking to familiar foods so you don't have any crazy race day issues. So the next one is somewhat logistic, and that is packing tools along with you. So bringing, if you like to have oatmeal, bringing a bowl, bringing some silverware along with you. If you are checking a bag or if you're driving somewhere, you can bring a mini blender. I've seen people bring like a rice maker. You can take maybe a can opener, a wine bottle opener for after if you like a glass of wine to celebrate your race. You can even bring dish soap with you. I've had to wash dishes that I brought in like my hotel room. If you don't want to use the hand soap that they have, you can bring a little container of dish soap and maybe a rag. I like to bring like condiments that I like in kind of containers like this. So this one is just one from one of the meal delivery services, Blue Apron, I think. Perfect size for if you want a little bit of like sriracha in here, or ketchup or lime juice or whatever it is. This one holds a little more if you want to put, like I'll put almond milk in this sometimes to add to my tea. So just making sure that logistically you have the right tools to make healthy eating on the road a bit easier. So the last one is just knowing what you need. By this time, you've made your race plan. You know what you want to have for dinner the night before. You know what you want to have for breakfast. So bring those foods with you, or know where you're going to get them when you get there. Leave nothing to chance. I've said this before, make your race plan, practice weeks and weeks ahead of time with these kinds of logistics so that not only you're not worrying about it, but you know what works for you and what doesn't. Plan ahead, pack those foods, or know where to get them. Bottom line is, we all have the intention of, getting to our race kind of fit, ready to go. Knowing that you've packed your stuff, knowing that you want to eat healthy is half the battle. You can do it, just have a little planning, a little preparation, and it's easier than you think, I promise. So you stuck with it. I promised you a hack at the end. Now this is a cool trick. I didn't make this up. I saw it. A friend of mine did it. So it's cooking some eggs in the hotel room. Now, the trick is you arrive at your destination, you don't want to bring eggs with you. But if you're like me, I happen to love hard-boiled eggs, and you get to the hotel, find a grocery store, get a couple of eggs, you can keep them in the mini fridge. Then either the night before or the morning of, you use the coffee maker that they provide in the hotel room to cook your eggs. So you put the eggs in the little coffee pot, you fill up the reserve with water and no coffee. Maybe you could have your eggs taste like coffee. And you run the coffee maker so the hot water filters through. You want to make sure that the eggs are fully covered. If you like a soft-boiled egg, you let them sit in there for 15 minutes. If you like hard-boiled eggs, you let them sit in there for 30 minutes. So no excuse not to have that healthy, protein-rich, hard-boiled or soft-boiled egg snack, utilizing the tools that you have in the hotel room to keep you eating healthy. So it's pretty easy-ish to stick to a healthy eating plan and kind of have all of our regular, never mind. I'm gonna start this one again. So if you liked this video today, be sure and click the like button. Leave me a comment, maybe share a funny story for a race that you travel to. Give me any of your best tips, foods that you like to take along, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. We have new ones coming out all the time. Check you in the next one.